Good morning, Lady D. This is Paul.
Good morning. Good morning. There is someone in the house.
Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Paul Jackson. I'm doing great. How are you this morning?
I'm well. So good to hear your voice.
Well, it's good to hear yours. It's always a pleasure to be able to come on the Team Up and Lifestyle call and hear from our family and hear your voices and hear you shout out that you're in the house, that we're all together once again. Amen?
Oh, yeah.
So
Amen.
Thank you so much, Paul, for all that you do once again. Well, welcome, family. Welcome to the Team Effort Lifestyle call. Lift up your voices and let me know you're in the house.
Good morning. Good morning.
Is that Mama
California, Mama Ify.
Ify, get it right, Diane. Mama Ify in the house.
Good morning, my dear.
Good morning, precious. How are you this beautiful morning?
I'm very angry.
Uh-oh. Oh, we can't have that.
I want you to hear because these people that do they send my every day they write Volunteers of Africa. It's not our name. They wrote my name, Mama Ify Chukwudi, 3 times just like that. They are not careful with how they write our names in the packages.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? We're going to talk.
Who to report to, and they should stop it, or else I cancel it. I cancel my name out.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to work that out, Mama Ify. We're going to work that out. So after the call, we'll be able to talk with you about that, okay?
Thank you.
All right,
I feel better.
No problem. Okay, good. That's right. Well, thank you, family, for coming to the call. You want to give us a shout-out and let us know your name and where you're from?
Vicky Soto, Louisville, Kentucky.
Woo! Vicky Soto, all the way from Louisville, Kentucky. Welcome into the house once again. Coach Soto, how are you?
Just doing great. Good morning, family.
Good morning. Good morning. Well, who else is with us in the house? Please lift up your voice. Let us know you're there.
And call it from
All right.
Washington, Maryland.
All right. Jesse, all the way from Fort Washington, Maryland. And how are you this morning?
Hey, outstanding, Diane. I'd like to say happy Friday to everybody in the family, everybody across the country.
Amen. Well, happy Friday to you also.
Thank you.
Well, good morning. Good morning, everyone. This is Team Effort Lifestyle Call. Give us a shout-out this morning. Let us know you're in the house.
Don Joseph, Emeryville, California.
Oh, Don Joseph, all the way from California. Powerful call the other day. It was just such a blessing. Thank you so much for coming to the call and presenting the way you present. You're so passionate, and we so much appreciate that.
Well, it's just an honor and a pleasure to be amongst great people, and I just thank God for pairing us together with you and Pastor. You guys are just absolutely wonderful.
Amen. Well, thank you so much, dear. Thank you so much. Well, family, who else is in the house with us?
I would like to follow that cab, and this is Lloyd Gibson from Oakland, California.
Lloyd Gibson. Oh, my goodness. All right. Amen. Good to hear you. Good to hear you, man of God. Good to hear your voice and have us with you this morning. My goodness.
Yeah. Always a pleasure to be on the call.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, welcome everyone to Team Effort Lifestyle Call, where we spray and we pray, and we pray and we spray. Who else is with us?
The conference is now in presentation mode. Your line is muted.
We're on presentation mode. Once again, I want to thank everyone for taking the time on this holiday weekend to come to the call and join us. Once we're teamwork, the dream works, and this is a dream that is actually coming true, where we can help everyone one spray at a time take back their health and their wealth. So we thank you so much for all that you all do and continue to do. for Team Effort Lifestyle. We thank Mel and Amy for all that they have done to help us to carry this vehicle out into the nation. So, further ado, let me present my husband, Dale Wafer, Dr. Wafer, Two-Star Wafer, Honey Wafer, to the call.
Thanks, man. Thank you guys so much for joining us on the call. Thanks for that great introduction. Glad to have you guys on the call with us today. We're really inspired, and we're wrapping up this week. We had a fantastic week with some great stories. We've had a fantastic week with great stories and great participation. Our coaches, we had some great opportunities to hear from our West Coast family as well. Really excited about that. And we're glad to have you guys on the call with us today. And we've got some exciting more coaching coming your way, as you know. But before we get into that, I just want to remind you guys about September 26th. You know, we are talking about that every single call because we want you guys not to miss out on the great opportunity to get your teams and get your people here in the Maryland area at the Greenbelt Marriott on September 26th for our East Coast Regional. We are going to have a blast. You definitely want to get here for Friday night for our meet and greet on Friday night. We're going to really do some connecting and networking and talking and sharing as we did last year. And then we'll move right into Saturday with our East Coast Regional. It's going to be fantastic having our great leaders of this company from around the country that's going to be coming in here to the East Coast. And it's going to be some amazing training, some opportunities. I got a chance to talk to some of the leaders the other day on some of the topics that they're going to be sharing. And let me tell you, boy, there's going to be some topics that you take away from here to go and build. Listen, the information that you're going to get from some of these leaders on some of the topics that they're sharing is not just going to be information to go and build your network marketing company. It's going to be able to take that information to build any company. That's what's so exciting about it. So it's going to be power-packed, full of excitement, and full of information. And one of the things that, you know, the key leaders as we met about what the East Coast region should look like, one of the things we wanted to do is tone down the hype and explode the knowledge. Get the knowledge from all of these great leaders, get it out of them and get it into you so that you all will be able to go out and feel confident that you can build your business and you can do it in such a way that you can bring success to you and your whole team. So you don't want to miss the East Coast Regional on the 26th. Also, we just heard from Maureen Murphy-Smith, who's handling the logistics of this meeting here. And let me tell you, she's always good at what she does. You know, when Maureen gets something, when Maureen gets something in her hand to do it, and she has been given an assignment to do something, all I do is get out of the way and just say, what can I do to help? Because she's going to handle it. She's going to make sure things are right. She's going to make things are done. And I just learned to get out of her way and let her have it because she does such a fabulous job with the logistics of things. So she's been able to get us another block of rooms. We ran out of rooms twice already, guys. Another block of rooms of 20 rooms. So you don't want to miss out. If you didn't get your room or you guys need to pair up with somebody for a room, don't miss out on this block of 20 rooms. We have left. They're going to go fast, as the other ones did as well. And the cutoff date is September 12th. September 12th is the cutoff date for these rooms. So you definitely want to get a hold of Maureen or myself or our Pastor Denise and say, hey, how do I reserve a room? We'll have the links posted on the Tenacious webpage where you could go and register and get your room locked in before September 12th. So don't miss out on this last third room block that we have with these rooms because they're going really, really fast. So without further ado, let's go on out to Dayton, Ohio, where we have our coach who does such a fabulous job on Fridays. And looking forward to having her talking about today about what she is really having a heart for us today. So, Coach, Denise Moore, are you there?
Yes, I am. I'm here. I'm present. I'm accounted for.
Present and accounted for. Oh, well, it's good hearing your voice. How are you doing?
Amazing.
Amazing.
Great. Well, what do you got for us today? I know you've been ready to hammer out some things and help us to maintain our focus. What you got for us today?
Well, I've got some information today, and it may sting a bit. Imagine that, all right? Hello, can you hear me, Pastor Dow?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, wonderful. What I'm going to talk about is kind of what one of my favorite all-time stars used to talk about. And if you guys remember Joan Rivers, she used to have a show, and then her first words was, "Can we talk about that?"
Can we talk? Yeah, can we talk? Can we talk?
All right. Well, guess what? We're going to talk today, and I'm going to be very transparent. I had an experience this week, and I'm sure a lot of the leaders and individuals on the line have had the same experience. If you've ever sponsored anyone or enrolled anyone into the program, I come over, I'm sitting down, I'm talking with a dear friend of mine, and she is a diamond member in the business. And let me tell you what she's telling me. Now, guys, I'm telling you, I'm going to be real straight talk today. She's saying, Denise, I don't think this is working for me. I've got sprays that are piling up. I thought people would jump on board. I thought this would be easy. This is not easy. This is hard for me, Denise. Even the customers that I got to try the product, they love it, and they haven't come back. I'm just spending money, and I'm not making any. I don't know if this is for me. It's just not working. Here's what I want to talk about. That situation. One of my great mentors, Jim Rohn, said that we will suffer two great pains in our lives. One is the pain of discipline, and one is the pain of regret. Now, the pain of discipline, it only weighs pounds, but the pain of regret weighs tons because it's long-term opposed to short-term discipline. Well, that conversation went on, and it's very interesting because while I was there, the doorbell rang. It was UPS with another box of sprays. So you talk about how things happen as they should and in divine order. Well, first and foremost, I approached her with what Lynn in Thornhill out of Cincinnati talks about always, income-producing activities. The first thing I said was, hey, Cynthia, go grab your 10 calendar and let me see what your income-producing activities are. Because if you don't have anything on that calendar, you're not in business. And frankly, we all are waiting for ships to come in, but we didn't send any out. So let's talk about that. We have to stop the insanity and really get serious. And this is what I told her. I told her exactly what I'm telling you. I said, Cynthia, I'm sorry. Oh, gosh, I'm actually having this conversation all over again. I actually went into the conversation and I said, you can do this. If you believe you can do this, you can do this. You can turn the ship around. However, you have to look at you. If you succeed in this business, it will be because of you. If you fail in this business, it will be because of you. And here is where we are, and this is what we are sharing on our team calls, and this is what we're sharing when we get together in training. We have to act with courage. We can't allow our fears to turn us away from opportunities that we don't take. We have to risk more. We have to take chances. We have to fail more. The biggest problem, and I asked her, if you had to narrow all that down, what do you think is the biggest issue or drawback? And she says, people keep saying no. Guess what? It's okay. And actually, it's awesome when they say no, because you can get past the no's to get to the yeses. As a matter of fact, you should be going out looking for them, because this is a numbers game. This is all about the number of people we can reach. If you're not getting those, you're probably not talking to enough people. And she said, you know what? You're right. I had one party. My guest showed. I never had another party. Imagine that. We have a system that people can plug into. I'm not really plugging into the system now that we're looking at my calendar, Denise. Wow. Hey, we have these weekly TTPs. I don't come if I don't have anybody. You know what? I haven't come. Wow. Eyes wide open. How about that? In addition to that, we have to take the fight. If you feel like maybe you're an underdog because you're not growing and you're not where you are, you literally have to take the fight. Take the fight to the individuals that you need to talk to, that you need to share the opportunity with, that you need to share the products with. Because again, like I said last week, we don't need to be instructed. We need to be reminded of what we have in our hands. And with that conviction, the rest is a wrap. I challenge everyone on our team to take the fight. Stop whining, stop crying, stop making excuses. Get out, get up, and go get it. Just go get it. Just go do it. Or like Nike says, just do it. That's even better. But anyway, I should have come up with that. But the bottom line is, these are just solid, know it and doing it and mastering it. Just get up and go do it. And when we were done, she was just fired up. She was ready. She was calling her team. She said, you know what, we don't have anything on our calendar. That's the problem. So from there, we sat, we talked, things are rocking and rolling. Also, I want to say this. We have to embrace the trials and tribulations. Nobody wants to talk about the trials and tribulations. But you got to embrace them. And when we stop overlooking the elephant in the room and realize they're there, then we can have a plan to move past them and through them. Take those trials and tribulations as motivation. And basically what that means is you're getting some no's, you're getting maybe some disappointments, things aren't unfolding the way you want them to. But guess what that means? It means you're trying. And if you're trying, even if you're failing, remember on the other side of that is success. You got to do something to get something. And that's just the law of the universal principle. So it's those trials and tribulations that will take you to the next level and get you out of your comfort zone. I think people have been very comfortable being uncomfortable in their lives. Get uncomfortable with it. Yes, decide, make a decision. I'm not comfortable with where I am, what I'm doing, how my business is growing. We're in last quarter living this year. We're in the last quarter of the year. You have an opportunity there. And again, I want to be just real transparent and honest with you. There is no shame in wanting to quit. Okay, I want to make that clear. There is no shame. There's no shame in getting tired. There's no shame in having disappointment, because that's all part of life. However, ask yourself, am I doing X, Y, and Z to get where I want to go? And most of the time, if you think about what we're doing, especially a lot of these leaders on the call, we're doing stuff. We are making calls. We're going to TTPs. We're having virtual meetings. We're jumping on all the calls. While everybody else, sometimes if you look around, your real world seems to be having fun and not doing any of those things. Okay? So, yeah, you think, why am I doing this? And maybe sometimes you just really want to give up because you're just really working like a Hebrew slave, maybe. But don't let that thought become a reality. Yeah, you can think it. It's okay. But don't let it become your reality. Believe it against all odds. And that's how I feel about the vitamin sprays. And I shared this before. If I make a dime in this business, I'm going to use them sprays forever because I know the results that I've gotten. So believe against all odds. Learn to get focused and block out the distractions. Who are the distractions? All the no's, all the naysayers, all the people who jumped out of the blocks running real fast, and now you can't find them, all right? Just block all of that out. Have a vision and a central focus and establish a dream. Doesn't matter what others are doing. Just stay focused. Focus, focus, focus. And again, that is the discipline that is necessary to get what you want, do what you like to do, long-term strategic plan, hold the course, send the ships out, and realize that ships will come back in. Back to you, Pastor Def.
Wow. I tell you, nuggets, quick nuggets for you to constantly just focus on is, the power of discipline. The power of a disciplined life. When you can become a discipline in your business, that every day, you're going to do what's on your schedule for your business. Income producing activity. You're going to make a certain number of calls. You're going to pass out a certain number of business cards or flyers. You're going to go to a certain number of meetings. You're going to do something for your business every day. When you become that disciplined about your business, you will be surprised how fast your business grows. I want to ask you guys this as you're on the call today, and our coach Denise has so articulated the importance of this discipline. I want to ask you this. Think about this, and you have to be. And one of the things that you have to be. If you're not anything else in business, especially when you're in your own business, you have to be self-motivated. And you also have to be a person who has intellectual integrity with yourself. And so what do I mean by that? That means that, you can analyze where you failed or where you made missteps in your own life. Because see, when you're in yourself, you're self-motivated and you're self-employed, you don't have a clock to punch. See, when you're working for somebody, you have to be at work at 9 o'clock. But then you have to do everything you got to do before then so you can be there on time. And there's somebody that's going to hold you accountable if you don't get there on time. Hey, you were late today. You were 20 minutes late today. Somebody's there holding you in check. So you're motivated to get to that job on time because there's an accountability there that if you don't get there on time, you're going to have to answer. But you don't have that when you are self-employed. When you say, well, I'm going to get up at 9 o'clock and I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and then 8:45 roll around, you say, you know what? I'm just going to lay here another hour. I'll get up and get that done. See, you're not being honest with your own time as it relates to your own business. You have to have that intellectual integrity when it comes to your own business as well. The business of self-motivating yourself, having the discipline to get up and do what you're doing. So the question I have for you today is think about what you've done every day this week for your business and be honest with yourself. Have you really built your business this week? Have you really talked to people? Have you really had income producing activity? And if the answer is no, then you need to do something about it. Because at the end of the day, you can get on as many calls as you want to. You can go to as many PPTs as you want to. But if you are not doing your business and having the discipline that Denise says to do your business, then you're just going to have, this is just going to be a fun thing for you to do. It's going to be a hobby. It's great hearing stories about how the product is changing people's life. Oh, great. Oh, man, it's great to hear that somebody just got DCQ qualified or LCQ qualified. Oh, that's so great to hear. But you're never going to do anything. You're never going to go anywhere because you don't have the discipline to do your business every single day. So we want you to think about your business. Think about what did you do yesterday to build your business? What kind of income producing activity did you do to build your business yesterday and the day before and the day before? What are you going to do today and what are you going to do tomorrow to build your business? And what are you going to do every day consistently for an hour a day, 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, whatever amount of time that you dedicated yourself to do your business? How much of it are you really going to do every single day? And not have to have anybody get up and say, hey, did you do it? You know, it's great. That's why we say it's great to have accountability partners when you're doing this business. It's great to have other people that you're working with, that you guys set out goals for the week and say, hey, listen, you know what? I want you to hold me accountable. I'm committed. I'm going to talk to 25 people this week about my business and about these sprays. I want you to hold me accountable at the end of the week to ask me if I did that. You know, sometimes you need that. You need to have that accountability when you're just starting in a home-based business and you're not really ever been successful in a home-based business, or you've not really ever done a home-based business. You need that accountability to help get you going so that you can start producing the income that you want, so you can start getting the testimony that at some point you won't need anybody else to hold you accountable. Just the great success that you're having is a motivation enough. But until then, you may need an accountability partner to help keep you disciplined. So, you know, we want to thank Denise for jumping on the call. I know she had to go to another meeting, but I thank God for what she just said, because it stirred something in me to just really share with you guys the importance of maintaining your discipline and holding yourself accountable to building your business. Well, I hope you got something out of that. It's been a great call with our coach Denise. We're going to go over to the big pond, across the big pond to the UK, to Dr. Neepool. Dr. Neepool, are you on the call today?
I am on the call today. Can you hear me okay, Dale?
I can hear you great. I can hear you great. Well, I tell you what, looking for some great quotes. What you got for us?
Absolutely. Absolutely great week in terms of, you know, all the calls that have been this week, even the ones that I haven't been on live. Apologies, everyone. I know Denise called for me a couple of days and I just wasn't able to be on. We had a bereavement in our family this week, and my schedule just went completely haywire. So, you know, it really brought home to me, actually, the bereavement, how precious health is. And you know what I thought of? I thought, and in fact, I lost an aunt this week. I've lost 3 very, very precious aunts in the last 18 months. They say things come in threes, and that's how it's been in the last 18 months. 2 of cancer. 1 had an accident. The 2 with the cancer, and obviously I'm not mentioning this because we do not claim to treat, cure, or prevent any particular disorders. But obviously, the healthier one's whole body system is in terms of better nutrition, better lifestyle, healthier habits, good routine, good discipline about health, as well as routine and lifestyle. The better one exercises, the better one sleeps, the less likelihood one has of getting ill. But then there's also that unpredictable element. For example, the 2 who passed away in the last 18 months, they were completely different. One was very strong, who had the cancer and died younger, and one was very frail and actually died older. So there's also an uncertainty in health. Some of it is due to genetic makeup, and some of it is literally just luck of the draw. When I say luck of the draw, it's actually what science doesn't know yet. And to think that we've got natural oral sprays that people have found have absolutely improved their health. And we've had great testimonials this week. You know, thanks to Terry Whitener, even though I haven't been able to get on live this week, I've heard every single call recorded. And Nikisha's lost a great amount of weight. Can't wait to see the pictures of you, Nikisha. The training was absolutely great on Monday. You know, fantastic marketing training on Tuesday from Vicky. Great tips on Wednesday from Shakina, all about healing. And that was really important, you know, understanding the importance of the antioxidants that are in our TEN oral sprays, understanding the importance of the vitamins, the minerals, the natural ingredients in our sprays and our drinks, basically. So really important. And of course, the questions came up about cancer. And
it was so relevant to me also with what has happened this week. And in fact, there's been some articles about, again, the importance of vitamin D for the genetic makeup. So to think we've got high absorption natural oral sprays is absolutely incredible. Plus, on the Thursday, we had great testimonials, from Renetta. And, for example, Renetta's restless leg syndrome, one of the reasons why that's possibly, improving with the TEN sprays, restless leg syndrome, is very, very, it's very, your nervous system literally is very, very triggered with restless leg syndrome. And I know how uncomfortable it can be. It's literally like something's crawling through your legs and your arms. And in fibromyalgia, which I have, you tend to have that kind of feeling in your legs and your arms because the nervous system, basically the biochemicals are just not working properly around the nerves. They're not exactly damaged, but they're very, very sensitive. So, again, with our B boost, the B vitamins, the D vitamins, the antioxidants, all helping the nervous system. So, another great testimonial on the Thursday. And Lloyd Gibson mentioned two incredibly important words, folks. Really latch onto those words. He said target market. That is, those two words are some of the most important words if you want to build a massive business. Speak to the right people. You can't actually speak to anyone who's the wrong person with the TN sprays because everybody needs something, but you're going to build much faster if you go for the target market. So have a think about what kind of market you want to access and then really go for that big time. And my goodness, today Denise's words about discipline and, power discipline. In fact, the Navy SEALs, I saw something, a really incredible program by the Navy SEALs were training others to move forward in their lives. And they were saying exactly what Denise was saying. If you want to really move your life forward, you don't choose fear, you choose success. You don't choose failure, you choose winning. You don't quit, you persevere. But life is always looking for weakness. What you have to do is absolutely strive for persistent success, and that comes from discipline. And the Navy SEALs is an extreme example of how incredibly disciplined and incredible teamwork people can have to achieve extraordinary things in the face of huge adversity and having great courage. If you can literally just capture just a little of that, you will go so incredibly far in life, basically, because that's what every successful person does, and that's what every successful team does. It's teamwork and it's discipline. So literally, Patricia Fripp said, challenge everything you do, expand your thinking, refocus your efforts, rededicate yourself to your future. John F. Kennedy said, things do not happen. Things are made to happen. You can make things happen. Have a great weekend. Have a great think this weekend where you want to be in 1 week's time, 4 weeks' time, 2 months' time, and the end of the quarter at Christmas. Set your goal, set your plan, be extremely disciplined, and then absolutely go for it. And don't worry about the no's. Welcome the no's because you'll get to the yeses much further. Thomas Jefferson said, Nothing gives one person so much advantage over another as to remain cool and unruffled under all circumstances. If you remain cool and unruffled under every single circumstance, no matter what somebody else says to you, because you know you have truly, absolutely fantastic, high quality, high absorption, natural oral sprays and natural drinks that nobody else has. No other company has these ingredients, this dosage, this high quality, this price, this high pay plan, these owners, and this company, 10-year established parent company. No one else has all of those elements. So you have something massive in your hands. It's just all about going for it. So Mark Victor Hansen said, with more success comes greater problems, along with a greater ability to solve them. That's how successful people move forward, folks. They don't worry about the no's. They don't worry about the challenges. They only focus on the solutions. So think where you want to be, make your plan, come up with your solutions, and then put it into action diligently, exactly as Denise said. Back to you, Dale.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nita Poole, for that great word of encouragement and great quotes for the day. I want to encourage you guys to get out there, step out there, get your business booming. Let's do some exciting, amazing things leading up to September 26th. It's going to be an awesome time. Don't forget to be back with us on Monday for another powerful round of training with Coach Nikisha Bond. And get off this phone and go out there and make something happen. Be prepared to make big things happen in your business. All right. You guys are blessed. We're so glad to have you on the call and so glad to be a part of your team. This call is officially over. Now get off this phone and get out there and make something happen. Bye for now.